We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, today we have to learn boundary conditions in FEA. So first of all we have to know what is boundary conditions. So this is the boundary condition related to the solving the any complicated example with the simplest method. Okay, so boundary condition, it is the condition what we have to give before solving any kind of analysis problem. So it is a one kind of the input data to solve the complicated problem, but each and every time the problem definition is different. So to identify the problem definition with the simplex method to find out the solution, we are using boundary conditions for easy understanding purpose as well as easy solution purpose. The proper development and solution of the finite element method is influences by the correct application of the boundary conditions. Okay, if you take wrong boundary condition, then your solution may be the wrong. The governing difference equation for the vertical deflection would be the EI d raised to 4y by dx raised to 4 is equal to W. So here observe that in this particularly cantilever beam, so x0 and y is 0 means they are giving a degree of freedom, and if we are deflect from its original position, then slope will be dy by dx is equal to 0. We learned already in the first session, and here the length is L, and we are taking an intermediate, we have to find out the intermediate displacement. So here as per the element, this is the node number 1 and node number 2, but if we have to find out the intermediate deflection of the any beam, then we are using the shape function formulation. So for shape function we take one x distance, one point at particularly x distance, and at that place if we want to find out, then here is x is, we can say 0 or some value is there, but y is deflected is there. So for that purpose we are differentiation, we are using differential equation for it. So if we are taking a force or a natural boundary conditions, then shear force will be the another differential is there, EI d raised to cube dq y by dx raised to cube is equal to 0, and bending moment EI is equal to d square y by dx square is equal to 0. So this is the particularly some simplex problem. Okay, so now second one is the geometric, essential and rigid boundary condition. So what do you mean by the geometric, essential and rigid boundary conditions? So geometric is related to the whatever design is there. If there is a cross sections areas are different, then essential or a rigid boundary condition means rigid boundary condition whenever the solid materials are there, we can say any material, any component which can prepare by the solid modeling concept, then we can utilize these boundary conditions. Okay, so displacement y is 0 and dy by dx is 0. So you can observe here it may be happen, it will be a deflection in the x and y both direction, but here load condition is different. So it is a UDL load conditions are there, one roller support is there. When we are taking a roller support, then the x and y will be in the any direction is there. So in some cases such that the direction of boundary conditions are not parallel to the coordinate axis, means in some cases the boundary conditions are not parallel to coordinate axis, means there is some roller support or any other kind of pulling supports are there. So at that time it will be on not on a axial direction. Such boundary conditions are called a skew boundary conditions. It is called a skew boundary condition. It will be written here. You can observe here skew boundary condition. So let's see So one example is there, if I have a one turbine blade is there, okay, and if I want to analyze it, then first it is a physical problem, but I have to simplify it into the simple problem. Then I am applying boundary condition is here. This is simplified problem. What can I do? So internal pressure, I am putting internal pressure. So outer side same blades are there, it is divided in equal parts. So what can I do? I am providing the roller support, and just I am find out the particularly force, or I can say pressure, or anything, whatever the degree of freedom is that we are applying onto the blade. So instead of we have to find out the whole system analysis, we just analyze one component. It is called a simplified problem, and then I multiply it, so I will get the final result. And this is the accurate method. This is the particularly we can say FEA method, finite element method. We can divide and rule the using the principle of dividing and rule. Okay, so as you observe here, it should be a noted that boundary conditions shows the rolling the inkling that the edge is free to move in the one direction. So you can observe here, so this is a displacement not allowed. It means roller will be this direction, then displacement is not allowed, and in this direction it will be there. Means the whatever the roller conditions is there, that we have to learn properly as a roller support. So now another thing is the rectangular plate with have the center hole and subjected to a tensile force. So when we such kind of geometry is there, so at that time we are taking a 1/4 part of it. So when we are converted this 1/4 part into this, so you can observe here, here we am applying the roller support, here I am applying the roller support. So at that time just we have to find out this simplified problem. Okay, so this simplified plate is there to identify whole system. So here is the hole is there, otherwise what we can do, we have to find out for the whole plate, then minus the circular portion. It is a little bit complicated portion is there in the FE analysis, that's why this is the simplified form is there. So another is the hollow cylinder subjected to a internal pressure. So this is the particularly used for the sap. This is particularly used for a hollow pipe which is passing in which we are passing the steam, gas or anything. So that at that place internal pressure is will be there. So hollow cylinder under the internal pressure. So here you can observe the internal pressure will be there. So this is the first internal radius Ri and R0, internal and outer radius is there. So at that time we have to simplify this model such like this. So when we are taking a such kind of single side one part a strip is there, so you can consider as a one simply supported beam, yes or no. So when we solve the one simply supported beam, this is easy to solve. So here we can take in as fixed supports, this internal pressures are there which can give the which can applying pressure on the it, and we can easily find out the final reaction. That reaction we can, what we are doing, we are applying whole reaction onto the by using a multiplication in the circumferential manner. Okay, so let's go ahead. So another is the hollow cylinder consider as an external pressure. So first case is the internal pressure, and second case will be the external pressure. So when the external pressure will be there, so road roller, that is the external pressure is there. Okay, or we can say if we are holding any cylinder from the outer side, at that time external pressure will be the there. Okay, or a we can say any pipe into the particularly water tank. Okay, so it will be considered as an external pressure. So have you observed here, same internal and outer radius are there, it will be simplified like this. So pressure will be upper side, so this is the our main axis is there. So when we are find out the moment at each and every time, so it will consider from one side, we know that the moment is equal to force into distance. That principle we have to learn already in MOS. Okay, so that will be applied here. So if we are taking a beveling spring, or we can say helical spring type, or we can say bearing, or we can say any shock absorbing device, then we can simplify it such like this. This is the one simple strip beam, we are applying force from upper side, and it will be in the Z or R direction. So here roller will be moved in this direction, here in this direction. So this is the particularly boundary conditions that we have to learn. Okay, sorry. So this is the boundary conditions are there. Okay, then another boundary conditions that we have to learn: sleeves and sunk fitted on an insulated rigid cylinder and with the temperature of the sleeves increase. So when the heat treatment or a heat transfer related problems are there, at that time we have to modulate with the particularly things we have to include is here you can observe the insulated rigid cylinder is there. It is outside side. Inner side some standard temperature related cylinder is there. So what happen? Whatever the external forces are there, that we have to provide here also. So this is the simple case of the particularly you can say external pressure of the cylinder on the cylinder. Okay, so that is the external pressure, and side pressure is there due to the we can say constraints is there. Okay, so another is the boundary condition. You can show the pressure related. This is the same as the previous session, and this is the another is the elastic sleeve with the elastic shaft. So material is different, condition is same. So another things what we have to discuss is most important. It is not under the boundary condition. This is a new topic. This is a plane stress and plane strain. So when we are taking a plane stress and plane strain, so this concept we are utilized to identify one Mises stress and deflection purpose, as well as the we can say example which is related with the any system. So what is the plane stress? So have you observed here we have the one ununique shape boundary is there. The external pressure or force is applied on it. At that time it will be varied on its thickness of the boundary. It will not depend on the surface of the particularly plane, because here the name is plane stress. So we can not considering this plane, we can considering the we are applying external forces on the plane. So at that time the direction of this is called, we know that this is a 2D diagram. X and Y direction means we can say that this is the front view and this is the side view. So here the Z direction will be there. So always stress will be in Z direction. Stress Z is equal to 0. So in the Z direction of any kind of stress will be 0. We can say that twisting moment in YZ is equal to 0 and twisting moment is T xz is equal to 0. Let's start similar plane strain problem. So here the strain is there because it is particularly varied on the whole boundary. So if we are taking an example of dam, so whole reservoir water will be force or a pressure. We cannot say force, it is a pressure on the particularly dam this side wall. So during at that time we can consider, as well as roller. So we can say that one roller is there and a whole force and pressure will be particularly occur on the surface. So at that time particularly strain is equal to 0 in Z direction, gamma yz is equal to 0 and gamma xz is equal to 0. So this is the one concept is that we have to learn that. So if you have any question regarding the boundary conditions and plane stress, plane strain, then kindly contact me. Best of luck.